Blankets are probably one of my biggest sellers. They probably are my biggest seller. And I think because of that ability to customize it so much, the grandma blankets last year, I sold so many of those, and they were the birth flower,
Mm-hmm.
the month birth flowers, and then the kids' names kind of like attached to the stem. So each grandkid got their own flower and the
Love
names on it. And then I put like up top it would say like grandma's garden or mama's garden or
that.
Mimi, or so
I love that.
whatever your grandkids call you or your kids, it could be for an aunt.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to just be for grandkids.
Welcome to the Home Education with Ease podcast. I'm your host, Christine Furman, a homeschool mom, entrepreneur, and educator with over 20 years of experience in the areas of elementary and special education. It's my mission to help you create lifelong learners and embrace a holistic approach to education at home. I'll be sharing practical strategies, inspiration, and resources to support your family. Whether you're a stay-at-home mom, a business owner, or balancing work and homeschool, you're in the right place to connect with a community that values education just as much as you do. Join us each week as we ditch the stress, embrace the joy of learning, and set your family up for a lifetime of success. Hey friend, welcome back to the Home Education with Ease podcast. I'm your host, Christine Furman, your home education expert. And today I have two very special announcements. One, it is our 100th episode of the Home Education with Ease podcast. So that is super exciting. And to celebrate with me today is a dear friend of mine, Kayla Starr Smith. I didn't want to mess it up. The founder of Starr Digital. Kayla, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here and to celebrate your 100th episode. That's so exciting.
Yay. And it's just so crazy as you see those numbers, add up and keep going episode week after week. And it's like, oh my gosh, we've made 100 episodes. Listeners, I just want to thank you for being here for all 100 of those episodes. And if you haven't had a chance, go back, check out episode 1. I'm sure it was a little bit different than now, but we learn every time that we do a new episode. So just thank you so much for being here. And Kayla, thank you for being with us today. I am excited to talk with you about holiday gift giving. So for the past few episodes, I have been talking about what are some gifts that we can be giving that maybe are more from the heart. So last episode, we talked a lot about gifts that we can make, or, like my daughter, she has been making stuffed animals and scarves and all of these things for our family members. And it's just been so cute to watch her make those.
I love that.
I know. I love her creativity so, so much. And we talked about like popcorn buckets, like movie buckets, or cookie, mixes or pancake mixes. So different gift ideas we talked about last week that were maybe less expensive, but still heartfelt, So then I knew that you would be the perfect fit for this episode as we talk about what are some personalized gifts that we can give to our family members. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we even dive into all of that, Kayla, would you mind telling our listeners a little bit about you, a little bit about what you do? Because you do two types of businesses. So I want to hear about both of those because, guys, I have to tell you, a huge shout out to Kayla. She has helped me tremendously in the business area, digitally, right?
Yeah.
And graphics and things like that. So she has been amazing. You have turned into one of my favorite friends. And guys, she lives in Ohio. I live in Georgia, but we actually got to meet in Pittsburgh during the book launch, which was so awesome to be able to meet you.
Yeah, that was very exciting.
Yes. So yes, without further ado, would you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So, like you said, my name is Kayla. I have 2 children. Willow is 4 and Clayton is 7. And they are actually kind of the reason behind why everything got started the way that it did. My first business, Chicks That Click Social, is the one that I go through to help you with all your amazing website things and getting your your Etsy shop ready and all the graphics and things like that. So yes, that's more of the digital side of things. I like to, do lots of graphic design, and that, has kind of evolved into the Star Digital's side of things, which is the personalized gifts. And, it's been a crazy journey to see, how things unfold. And it's not at all what I expected was going to happen, but I love it very much. And I just really enjoy being able to help people create, those personalized, meaningful gifts that the gifters love giving just as much as, the recipient loves getting it. So it's really fun. So, I initially started making blankets for my son. He was super, super big into semi trucks when he was little. And I don't know if your son has been into something like that, where it's super hard to find anything.
Mm-hmm.
My husband was buying shirts from work. He's a diesel mechanic, and just the t-shirts were like $45 for the
Wow.
little toddler shirts. And I
Wow.
was
Which
like,
they're going to grow out
how?
of.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we we have like 10 of them, and I save them because I can't bring myself to get because I
Mm-hmm.
know how much we paid for them.
Yes.
And it was just they're all the same thing. They weren't, they weren't anything special. I mean, they were to him because he loved trucks.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, how can I make him something special that, he can keep with him and have for years to come? That's not, just he's going to grow out of it and all these things. So he actually still has his blanket the first one that I made him, and it's still in great shape. So, which is another reason I started selling them, because we use them. I'm a huge believer in I'm not going to sell something that I wouldn't use myself. So the fact that kids can use them and they still get clean and they still look nice is
It's
a huge,
huge.
huge win in my book.
Yes.
So it has since evolved from that into a whole business. So,
Love that. And you're a homeschool mom now.
and I am a homeschool mom
So,
now.
fellow
Yes.
homeschool mom.
Thanks so much. Helped from you, and just, I know I rave about my family to you, and
You do amazing, but it's a different kind of a thing when you're
mhm,
homeschooling, running a business, and life, right? I mean,
yeah.
I've talked about this all the time. Being a mom, being a wife is one job in itself.
Hmm.
Being a business owner is a job in itself, and homeschooling is a job in itself. So doing all three at the same time, it's a balancing act of like, what are we going to delegate? Where are we putting the time in? How are we fitting all of the pieces in together? And
Hmm.
who is helping? If you guys know me at all, I recruit my kids big time. Even today, I was like, all right, come in. They were outside playing, and I was like, come on in and do your laundry. And they come in and they just do their complete load of laundry. And it's huge
That's
because,
awesome.
yeah, because they have to learn. They're going to need to learn how to do that at some point, right? Why not teach them now? And they're totally capable of doing it.
Hmm.
And then it takes one thing off your plate. So,
Hmm.
Kayla, maybe that's something for Clayton. He can start doing that one load of laundry.
They know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The folding part is a
Yes,
little,
yes. We
that's a
would
little
do that. So
challenging. But yeah.
at that age, we would just sit and do it together, whether it was
That's,
watching a
yeah.
show or listening to some music. You just make it fun for them because that's what it's all about. They want to have a
Hmm.
good time. And it's like one thing that I remember was like, it's that intentional time with you then. You
Hmm.
may be doing something, you're doing a household chore, or a task, but like they're with you and they love that, like they have your undivided attention. And I think that's sometimes hard for us as business owners, homeschool moms, we're constantly trying to do all the things. So, those are, there's my little tip for today, guys. Do your
Yeah.
laundry with your kids.
Willow knows how. She knows how to start it, and she'll switch it, and
It's
she's
perfect.
4. I mean,
I
my
love it.
in-laws have always like given me props for that, because I
Yeah.
start them like they need, like you said, they have to know that stuff
Yes,
when they go out on their own. So why wouldn't we want them to be as prepared as they can be? And I
absolutely.
think that's just an amazing part of homeschooling is that we can do those kind of things.
Yes. And it's not, at the end of the day where everyone's tired or on the weekend when you have this small amount of time, it's just built into our days now,
Right.
you know? So yes, I love that. Well, we kind of got a little sidetracked on laundry there, guys. But I
Well,
do
the
want to say,
blankets,
yeah,
washing,
yes, the blankets.
they can
There we
wash
go.
their own blankets. So,
See, we need a way to come back sometimes, right?
yeah.
How did we get there? Because I know for me, that's always something. How did I even get to that conversation? Well, I just want to say, Kayla, I am just so grateful for you because as a creative, it's
Hmm.
sometimes easy for us to have all these ideas and then how do we complete them all? So I just want to give you props, huge props to say thank you for helping me to complete projects. So if anyone,
Sure.
I'm going to give you a little shout out here. If anyone is ever interested or needs digital help in that regard, websiting, digital graphics, Etsy store, things like that, Kayla is a huge resource. And we're going to talk about the products that she is going to make. And guys, I'm going to sit here and listen because I need some gift ideas. Kayla, let me open the floor for you
Okay.
and share a little bit more about these gift ideas because I know for me, I love gifting items that are personalized. Like I
Hmm.
have given blankets and they had all the grandkids' names on them. And it was like, oh, you're kind of like wrapping up in a hug with all
Hmm.
the grandkids, even if they aren't here. I always do like canvases with handprints and
Yeah.
so that kind of stuff is really meaningful. Ornaments, that's something that my mom always does. And every year we unwrap them. We're like, oh, look
Hmm.
at this one and look at this one. So let's talk about some of these gift ideas that we can give that are personalized that you can share with us.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to try not to go down a rabbit hole because there are so many things. And I, as well, love gifting personalized items. So I will try anything. I try all the things.
I love
So the
that.
blankets are probably one of my biggest sellers. They probably are my biggest seller. And I think because of that ability to customize it so much, the grandma blankets last year, I sold so many of those, and they were the birth flower,
Mm-hmm.
the month birth flowers, and then the kids' names kind of like attached to the stem. So each grandkid got their own flower and the names on it. And then I put like up top it would say like grandma's garden or mama's garden or
Mm-hmm.
Mimi or so
I love that.
whatever your grandkids call you or your kids, it could be for an aunt.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to just be for grandkids. And I made one for a grandmother and a grandfather, which one, so hers had like the flowers on it, but then we did classic cars for him.
Oh, I
And it
love
was,
that.
yeah, so just being able to like consult with the customer and being able to just kind of bring their ideas to life is so much fun. And she was so excited. She said, I am going to win the gift giving season this year.
Love
And
that.
she was so excited.
That is
But
great.
that one said Dell's favorites. They just call him Dell. And we put the
Oh,
names under the cars. And I just did a different font for the boys and the girls. So just
so
lots
cute.
lots of different things you can do with that. I've done photo blankets for wedding. So it was like a photo of the couple, and then I added text that said "We still do" with
I
their
love
wedding date, and
that.
that was beautiful. So just
Aw.
lots and lots of things you can do. The kids' blankets are also incredibly popular, and I can do pretty much any any design you can think of. But you can add the kids' names to them, and I think just adding their name to something like this is mine, and
Mm-hmm.
my parents got this for me, or my aunt got this for me. My nephew loves it when I make him, stuff that he's just really into, and it has his name on it. It's just so much better. So the blankets are a really, really big one. And they're just so cozy. Like, who doesn't love a blanket?
I know. We have so many blankets and I
Mhm.
love snuggling up. It's like, which one am I going
Yeah,
to use today?
there's so many. It's just, and I do like the ones that I use the most. They fold up
Mm,
smaller. So you don't necessarily notice how many you
right.
have.
Yeah,
They can
that's
fit a
always
lot in a
good.
little. But this year I also started doing tumblers. So I do the Norton Farmers Market, which is here in Ohio. It's in our town, and I'm on the Farmers Market committee. And they had asked me last year if I would bring the blankets because nobody else was doing anything like that. So that was kind of like I want to call it like my gateway drug to to all the things, all the crafting.
Oh my gosh,
So
I love it.
it
That's
went
how it
from
all started,
blankets.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is. I tell you, it's just now. I think, like you said too, as creatives, like we just have all these ideas. So when I see something or an opportunity to try something, or somebody's looking for something, so then I will put it out there for sale because if one person's looking for it, good chances are somebody else is.
Yes.
So it's nice to have options. So you probably don't want to give a blanket again because you've already done the blanket, right? So there's sweatshirts and t-shirts, and you can put names on the sleeves of the sweatshirts, which those are super fun and just, something different.
Yeah.
Last year I made my father-in-law a sweatshirt that said paw on the front, and then I put handprints on the back with the
Oh,
kids' names on them.
cute.
And he wears it like every day. It's
Love
so cute.
that.
And it's so nice to see them wearing it because they
Mhm.
love it.
Yes. Yes.
They wouldn't wear it if they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Or they wear it
t-shirts.
whenever you're around. No, I'm just
Right?
kidding.
Yeah. No, they don't come over too much, so I know he's wearing it.
Good, good. Oh, that's exciting though.
Yeah,
It's
it
nice
is.
to
It's
see
so
that for
nice.
sure. And especially if you have a special name, like we call my dad G Dad. That's his name, G Dad.
My dad is Mr. G.
No, that's
Yeah.
funny.
It's
I love
hilarious.
it.
I didn't know that. So yeah, he's got Mr. G swag and my mom is Dory. So
Oh, I love it.
like the Nemo
Yes.
Dory. Yeah. So I've made her stuff and different stuff for my dad. But yeah, you can put any name on it. So it's kind of hard to find
Right.
those things that are just grandma. Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody goes by grandma.
Right.
So it's really nice to be able to just customize it to what you want exactly.
Mm-hmm. And that even goes for kids' names too. I mean, there's so many
Hmm.
different ways to spell kids' names now. Whenever you go to find, a
Yeah.
keychain or whatever, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
they don't have Aubriella, they have Ella,
Right. Yeah.
so
I
it'd be nice
tried
to
to find
do.
my sister something on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
and her name is Lauren with a Y, and it was all
Yeah.
En. Like
Mm-hmm.
even 30 years later, like there's still
Right.
there's still nothing.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
so
So that's another, it doesn't have to just be for parents, it could be for the
mm-mm.
kids, which we're talking about too,
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
anyone with a unique name. So, all right, tell us some more ideas. What else you got?
I have cups, which I started doing this year, and those have been one of my very favorite things. So I set up a tumbler bar where you get to pick your cup and your decal, and then I make it at the market for you.
I love that.
So, yeah, so now I've kind of brought that online to where you can still pick your cup and either a decal that I already have made, or I can actually have custom ones made.
Such a good idea.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. So there's different size options. Typically like the 16-ounce, like the can cups with the
Mm-hmm.
straws, those are the most popular.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but I have colored ones. I have colored glass. I
Mm.
have like the pretty ombre glass, and I actually just got sparkly glass ones that are
I
so
love
cute. I know,
sparkle.
me too. That's why I was like, how did I not find these before?
I love that.
So I've added lots of different options, and the plastic ones are also clear, like clear colored,
Mm-hmm.
and the ombre, which are great for the kids because the year before that, when I had them, I didn't have the customization part of it. So I would just pick the decals I wanted that,
Mm-hmm.
I thought might do okay. And then just had like the two glass options, the
Mm-hmm.
frosted or the clear glass. So it's really opened up like a whole nother line of customization
Right.
because you can do so many things with it. I'm actually making one of the ladies that I do, it's the winery
Mm-hmm.
down the street from us. and I'm doing an event for them. Well, she's the event coordinator. She's like, hey, could you do something for my daughter? She's getting married next year and she wants to do these proposal boxes
Oh, how
for her
cute.
girls. Yeah. So I made up some, some graphics for her, and it's black and white. They're bows, and then I added the girls' names and
Cute.
bridesmaid or maid of honor. And
I
then we
love
did the white. So the girls are all black, and then her cup is says bride with her name on it and is all white.
so cute. I love that. I
Yeah.
love all that customization because you can change it to whatever you want, whatever colors
Hmm.
you want it to say. Oh, I just love it. I love it
Yeah,
so
there's
much.
just
Which
so
I
many
have an idea.
options.
I'm gonna have to message you. I have an idea for Ella. So
Oh, that would be so
gift
fun.
idea. Yes.
Yeah.
And like the cool thing is too, then someone could find, because like what I would do is I have something that she found, like a link that she found. So then an inspiration for you to kind of go off of. So that's what some people can do, right?
Yes, I get a lot of that. People will just send me a random shirt. My mom does that all the time. She'll be like, "Can you make this for me?" So, and then she gets to pick the colors and stuff because
Hmm.
she doesn't really she likes bright, fun colors like we do.
Hmm.
So she's like, "Can you make this but cuter?" And I'm like,
Oh,
"Absolutely."
I love
So I
that.
get to go in and, add my own touch to it and just make it perfect for them.
Good. Yeah, that was
So
actually
yeah.
the same thing. Ella and I were at the store yesterday and she picked a shirt and she really loved this saying, but
Hmm.
the shirt didn't like do anything for her, right?
Yeah.
It was not a great color, it was not a great fit, you know. And I was like, you only like this because of the saying. I was like, let
Hmm.
me take a picture and then we'll get it made, you know? So that's another thing too. It's like you don't always have to buy something that you see, you can have it customized, you know,
Yeah,
to a
absolutely.
shirt color or because you
Well,
know me, I
and
would like
especially,
pink
right?
or
Especially, yeah, you would. All the pink. I
all the
wore
pink.
pink for you today.
I love it.
But yeah, there's so many different styles of shirts. I feel like when you're in the store, it's always like those boxy or
Yes.
they're cropped. Half of them are cropped, which I
Yeah.
can do. I can do a crop shirt if that's what you want, but
Mm-hmm.
most people don't actually want that.
Right.
They want the soft t-shirts.
Yes.
And they're available in so many colors, but I can do like I've done family shirts for birthday parties
Mm-hmm.
and it'll have a baby onesie
Mm-hmm.
and a 3X adult shirt,
Right.
with the kids in between. So it's like
Right.
it's really nice to be able to do,
Mm-hmm. What
I
about
can do
Christmas
family
pajamas?
matching shirts. I can do matching shirts for
PJs?
pajamas. Yeah.
Yeah. See, guys, lots of ideas. So
Lots of
if
ideas.
you do matching PJs for Christmas, Kayla's your girl.
Yes.
Yes, I love
And
that.
like you said, the ornaments, I love doing ornaments.
So, what are some of the things that maybe put on ornaments? Give me just a few examples.
A couple from last year, I did, what did it say? It said it was an uncle one, which I thought was really cool because you don't see a lot of uncle
Right.
stuff. And it was a Christmas ornament and it had him, and then we did the EST date and then put the boys' names on
Cute.
it. So because he is
Cute.
a very proud uncle. His mom has gotten shirts from me, ornaments, like all the
Love
things
that.
because it's hard to find. So,
Yes.
and then I had somebody reach out. They got a new dog and she wanted a picture of the dog on there. So we made one
Oh,
for the dog, we made one for the kids.
love it.
So
So
it
anything.
had, yeah, her sons had the three different sports that he did that year. So, and his
Yeah.
name on it. And then Serena's had it was just a cute unicorn because she's like unicorn obsessed. So,
Cute.
and her name on it. So,
I love it. So let's visualize. So is it like a ball, like a clear?
they're flat. So
Okay.
I have options. There's clear acrylic and they're printed. So they're not
Mm,
just vinyl. And I think that's a lot of the difference too is the things that you get from me, I use a print provider.
mm-hmm.
So I'm not just cutting vinyl and
Mm-hmm. And putting it
sticking
on it.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually printed. So the colors are amazing. Like the things, like the technology is crazy. So they're very pretty and they're flat. So they're
Okay.
smooth. So I've done ceramic ones and those are printed as well. And it's like you can't feel, I mean, it's just like something that you would buy from
Mm,
the store,
I
but
love,
yeah, you can
but it's
just put whatever
customized
you want. Yeah,
completely.
you can
I
put
love
whatever you
that.
want on it. You could do a family, Smith family
Hmm.
2025 because I know a lot of people like to do those.
Mm-hmm.
So just, I mean, all kinds. Like I said,
Oh,
I
I
could go
love
down a
that.
rabbit hole because
I know.
the
There
options
really
are
are so
endless.
many options. So let's give our listeners maybe one more. So we did the blankets, we did shirts, sweatshirts, tumblers, ornaments, pajamas, my shirts,
Mhm.
things like that. Do you have maybe one more? What about, yeah, one more? I have an idea,
Hmm.
but
What's your idea?
what about keychains, things like that?
Keychains, I actually make myself.
Mm,
Kind of like the tumblers. I get the decals. I will design my decals and then I
mm-hmm,
get them printed. Because again, they're not vinyl, which I could do for things like that.
mm-hmm,
But I actually have a printer not far from me that does the UV decals. And I actually
mm.
found there's a place right down like 30 seconds from my house I didn't even know was there. So
Nice. That's always
yeah,
nice.
I'm excited to start working with them.
Yeah.
So they're cured with UV
Mm,
light, so they don't peel
I love that.
like vinyl does. I know they're so much
Mm-hmm.
stronger and they last and you can have the colors printed. So like your EduPlay learning that you're
Mm-hmm.
going to get, the decal we made for your cup,
Yeah.
it looks like a picture. It's crazy, the technology.
Yay. I love
So I
that.
do with the UV decals, I do car coasters,
Mm,
keychains, bookmarks, and the tumblers, which you can
nice.
put them on anything. If you wanted a
Yeah.
sticker, like you could put it on your laptop if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So they kind of just go anywhere. They're very versatile. They're just
Mm-hmm.
not for clothing.
Right.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
like to make stuff with those. I make all kinds of stuff with those.
Love that. I know I hand out my EduPlay stickers at events and I see them
Yeah.
all the time on people's pictures. So I see
Isn't that
them
fun?
on like their laptops, the mom's
Yeah.
laptops, or the kids' beds or
Yeah.
cups. And I'm like, oh, there's the EduPlay logo. Like it's so fun to see that. So
Yeah. That is
shout
fun.
out to that for sure. So we'll have more of
Yeah.
those stickers coming out in 2026 because that's
Yes.
exciting
That is
to kind of keep that
exciting.
going. So,
So
well,
yeah.
let's tell everyone how they can get in contact with you. How can they find out about the customized gifts and then even, if they're like, yeah, I need some digital help. What does that look like?
I would say a lot of my custom stuff is on Etsy. I do have an Etsy page. And if you could link that,
Mhm.
but I can see if
All
I can.
all the links for everything will be in the show notes below. So we will
Okay.
add that in.
So
Mhm.
yeah, because it's stardigitals.etsy.com.
Mhm. Perfect.
And so that, it can be shipped through that way. But I'm
Excellent.
also on Facebook. I have the business page, Star Digitals, but I also have a community group. I think there's about almost 400 members in there. And a lot of people will reach out to me through there, just through Messenger.
Nice. So what's
So
that? What's that group called? Star Digitals as well.
yeah, I think you put me on the spot here.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, while she looks that up, guys, I want to encourage you to definitely join. You can keep looking that up. Did you find it? The group? Okay, what's the group? Sorry.
It's Star Digitals Creations, and then it's apparel, mugs, tote bags, blankets, and more.
Perfect. Oh,
So
yeah,
you can
tote
find
bags.
lots of, yeah, tote bags.
Yeah.
And then I have all the gift
Mug.
sets that I've made listed.
Mm-hmm.
So you can find a lot of things in there too, for inspiration.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of the different school systems in there. Because I have a lot of people will reach out with different schools and because a lot of
Yeah.
them don't do spirit wear.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Wow. That is interesting. I mean, I've been out of the school system for a little while now, so I guess I don't realize.
And I never would have even thought about it. But some of
Yeah.
the more like the private schools, there's one in Cuyahoga Falls, and I've had a few moms reach out to me from
Aw.
there because they don't offer anything, which
Interesting.
you would think they would,
Yeah,
but
right. But I know
e-
even like if you want like a cheer mom or something like that, maybe
right.
something customized like that. So yeah,
Hmm.
that's
Yeah.
fun though. So that's another thing to keep in mind. If anyone needs, or for Kayla, I should say, if anyone needs things like that, where you need like a team, Ella and her dance team, or,
Yeah.
just different things like that. Could be just a team shirt or whatever. So I know
Yeah.
for me, you have made me a couple shirts, and you even made one that
Hmm.
looks like a crayon
Yeah.
that I wore for trunk or treat events. And then I'm going to wear for our Christmas event as well. And it has the logo on it. So it was perfect because I could have ordered an Amazon crayon, shirt, but then I sent it to you and you said, I can do that. And we can add your logo on it. And then we added my tagline on the back. And I was like, this is perfect. And so I wear it loud and proud because it's like I am a crayon while I'm also showcasing and advertising
Yeah.
for my business.
Yes.
So,
And that's what it's all about.
absolutely. So I just want to thank you so much for everything that you've done in my life and just how you have made things so much easier along the way for me already in my business. So I just appreciate you so much.
You're so welcome. I appreciate all the help with my homeschooling stuff and just the support that you offer and just
Thank
being
you.
there for us moms when we're
Yes.
we're losing it over here.
Absolutely. That is really what I love. I love to be able to be there and just encourage and support in every way. So it's an honor for sure.
You absolutely are. So if you people are not hooked up with Christine yet, you need to be. Have a conversation. The girl is
Yes.
gold. It's wonderful.
Oh, well, thank you. Guys, I did not pay her to say that. So,
No, she didn't.
oh, well, thank you so much, Kayla. I appreciate that. Well, let's just leave our listeners with maybe one little piece of inspiration, one little tip. What is something like this holiday season as we're going into shopping season? We have
Hmm.
Thanksgiving this week and we have Black
I
Friday coming
know.
up on
Crazy.
Friday. We have 5 weeks till Christmas? Like not long
Yeah.
at all.
It's
So
crazy. Yeah.
share one little tip or inspiration for our listeners.
Oh gosh. Join my Facebook group because I'll have a Black Friday sale.
Yes.
So save yourself some money.
Perfect.
I think I'm gonna do 15% off all Black Friday through Cyber Monday orders. And then I'll probably do some daily flash sales or something
Ooh,
fun.
guys, I'm going to be checking them out.
So
I need
yeah,
some gifts.
right?
All right. Don't forget to check out that link. Like I said, that'll be in the show notes below. Join Kayla's Facebook group. You can also join the Home Education with Ease Facebook group and let us know who are your toughest people to buy for and what are some gift ideas that you have this holiday season. We all love to get some new creative
Hmm.
ideas. Drop those in the Home Education with Ease Facebook group and share the love with everyone. Well, as we wrap up for today, I just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving this week and just remember to just be grateful and share your gratitude with those around you. A grateful heart is such an important thing, and I just am so grateful for you, listeners, everyone tuning in each week. And just thank you so much for being here. And Kayla, I am so grateful for you as well.
I am grateful for you as well too. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope
Absolutely.
everybody just has a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. And like I said, you guys can check out our Facebook groups, Star Digitals, and also the Home Education with Ease Facebook group. And we will chat with you guys soon. Thanks so much. Thanks, Kayla.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to the Home Education with Ease podcast. I hope today's episode left you feeling empowered and ready to take the next steps on your home education journey. Your support means the world to me. Please subscribe, leave a review, and share with a friend. For even more resources, be sure to join the free Facebook group, Home Education with Ease, and visit eduplaylearning.com to explore our programs and subscription kits. You can find the links and any other links mentioned in this episode in the show notes below. Remember, you're not alone. This community is here to support you every step of the way.